you have a bunch of finished paintings or drawings that you just know you don't want to keep, here are a few ways to reuse and recycle those painting surfaces instead of just throwing them out in the trash. If you're starting with an acrylic painting, all you need to do is paint over it with white acrylic paint. You may need a couple or more coats of it to fully cover the old painting. It just depends on how opaque you want it to be. If you want to paint with oils on top of an acrylic painting, you can substitute the white acrylic paint with gesso and then you'll be ready to paint with oils. If you're starting with an oil painting though, you'll need to use white oil paint to paint over it. You may want to use a fast drying medium like liquid to speed up the drying process. Note that you never want to paint over oils with acrylics, it's just not a good idea. A canvas board like this one is also very useful to tape your paper to and use as a backing for painting or drawing on an easel. If you have a canvas you want to reuse, you can of course paint over the used canvas, or you could just detach the used canvas from the frame. Just take the staples off and the canvas should come right off. Then you can use the frame to stretch a new piece of canvas over it. I'll leave a link in the description to a tutorial on how to stretch your own canvas. Once you have used up the sketchbook, you can take the back of it and use it as a painting surface. These are usually made of chipboard and you can find large sheets of it in most art supply stores. Again, you'll need to prime the surface if you want to paint with oils. You don't have to if you're just going to be using acrylics. Finally, this is probably the least archival method of all, so I don't suggest that you use it for commissions or any important projects because they just won't age very well. You can reuse scrap paper by either painting over it with acrylics or priming it with gesso to use with oil paints. I discovered this method when I was an art student, and I often used this gessoed paper for studies and experimenting with oil paints. Those are all the suggestions I have for you. I hope you found at least one of them useful. Don't forget to watch my tutorial on how to prime a surface if you haven't already. It is a necessary step if you want to paint with oil paint. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!